3.
Okay, well anyway, welcome to you today. We're going to do a really quick lesson, but it's going to be a very powerful and impactful lesson today. First thing I'd like you to do is take a look at the TV. True or false? There is a man on an island here. Some of you are saying no, you don't see that. Some of you are saying you see something else. How about this? True or false? There's a man on an island here. True or false or opinion? Staking a claim. That is a matter of your perception, how you see things. And in work, perception is very important. There's a wonderful story about two women. One's name is Tammy and one's name is Susie. Well, Tammy is very happy to have a job and she goes to work every single day and she enjoys it. And every problem and every issue that she has, she's grateful for because it brings her a paycheck. And she can take her children to Disneyland. Where Susie complains all the time about everything that happens to her at her job. And so we look at these two women 6 months later. What has happened? Well, Tammy has gotten promoted. Tammy is still with the company and doing well. And of course, the complaining about the issues and things that happen at the job. There are also perception issues at work. Customer service, right? Did you know that a person's perception of you or a customer's perception of you can actually create, a very bad impression as far as your customers are concerned. The way that you treat them, you can make them feel that they're a nuisance. Also, another thing at work, stereotypes, right? Who hasn't had an experience where maybe they've been stereotyped? Just because we look at people and we basically communicate in a way that shows that we have a misunderstanding about the person based on maybe how they speak or how they look or something like that. Self-fulfilling prophecies. Now this one I have to ask you because this one is a little ironic. Have you ever given someone a compliment and they were not able to take a compliment? Right, well, what are some of the things that people say when they're not able to take a compliment? You say, oh, I like your dress, or I like your shoes. Oh, that's good work. Or you rock and you rule. And the person says, oh, come on. Or, really? Are you kidding me? You don't really mean that. And you have to work so very hard to make them believe even that you're being sincere. And as we see here, some employees bring perceptions to the workplace that are based on their own perspective and perception. Maybe they might have low self-esteem, and maybe they might actually perceive something positive you say as a put down, right? They may take your positive comments as sarcasm. So you have to really, really work on that. One of the ways that you can make sure that people perceive you correctly is definitely by how you dress. If you dress professionally and you look right, then that will help to make sure that people perceive you the way that you want them to perceive you. But communication can be a little bit more tricky than that. You also have to work on what you say, when you say it, and how you say it in order to do a good job and to be perceived correctly. The most important thing is that you have to understand that everything that you do on your job is for you to be able to build trust. And I know this is going to really sound funny, but one of the things that I often do to make sure that I'm building trust is I ask, trust me, because what I am saying is sincere and I only really want goals. You may have methods, you might be the smartest cookie in the book, but if your professional practices are not good and you don't have the ability to actually communicate correctly, lots of things can go wrong. And what it is that you're trying to convey may actually cloud your own judgment or cloud other people's judgment. And it may make you actually misspeak or make you sound like you are misspeaking. But if you understand the power of perception, you can learn to influence using it so that your listeners and the people who you listen to have better communications with you. And your messages get across, and also their messages get across to you. Working in a creative environment